Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are looking at a fascinating coin from Slovakia, the 5 Korun, or 5 SK coin. At first glance, this may look like an ordinary old circulation coin, but its design carries a remarkable connection between modern Slovakia and the ancient Celtic history of Central Europe. The coin shown here belongs to the Slovak Koruna currency series that was issued from 1993 to 2008. The Slovak Koruna, abbreviated SK, was the national currency of Slovakia before the country adopted the euro. This 5 Koruna coin is especially interesting because its reverse is based on an ancient Celtic coin connected with Biatec, a name associated with the Celtic coinage of the Bratislava region. The birth of the Slovak Koruna. To understand the story of the 5 SK coin, we first need to look at the history of Slovakia itself. In 1993, Czechoslovakia peacefully separated into two independent countries, the Czech Republic and the Slovak Republic. Slovakia needed its own national currency, and the Slovak koruna became an important symbol of the country's independence. The Slovak koruna was officially introduced in February 1993. During the early period of independence, Slovakia gradually replaced the former Czechoslovak currency with its own coins and banknotes. The new Slovak coin series included denominations of 10, 5, 2, and 1 koruna, together with smaller denominations measured in halyere. The 5 koruna coin therefore belongs to one of the first generations of Slovakia's modern national coinage. Design of the 5 SK coin. One of the most impressive features of this coin is its reverse design. The reverse shows a galloping horseman, together with the inscription Biatec. The design is based on a Celtic tetradrachm of the Bratislava type dating from approximately the 1st century BC. The ancient coin is an important archaeological reminder that organized coinage existed in the region long before the modern Slovak state. The horseman gives the coin a strong historical character. Rather than using only modern national symbols, Slovak designers chose an image that connected the new republic with the ancient history of the territory. Beside the horseman appears the denomination 5 SK, meaning 5 Slovak korunas. The engraver's initial can also be found on the coin. The designer of this circulation coin was Drahomir Zobek. His initial, represented by the letter Z, appears as part of the coin's design. The obverse. The other side of the coin features the coat of arms of the Slovak Republic. The Slovak national emblem contains a double cross standing on 3 hills, a traditional symbol strongly associated with Slovak national identity. Around the design are the words Slovensk Republika, meaning Slovak Republic, together with the year of issue. The mint mark and designer's mark can also appear on the obverse. This combination creates an interesting contrast. One side represents the modern Slovak Republic, while the other side reaches back more than 2,000 years into Celtic history. Technical details. The standard 5 Korun coin is round and has a diameter of approximately 24.75 mm. It weighs about 5.4 grams and is approximately 1.7 mm thick. The coin was made from steel plated with nickel, giving it a silvery appearance. Its edge is reeded, meaning it has a series of small grooves around the rim. The coin was produced at the historic Kremnica Mint in Slovakia. Kremnica has a very long tradition of coin production and became an important part of Slovakia's modern monetary system. The 5 Korun denomination was officially issued on April 30, 1993. The type continued to be produced during the Slovak Koruna era, with dates ranging from 1993 through 2008. Mintage and different years. The number of coins produced changed significantly from year to year. For example, the 1993 issue had a reported circulation mintage of approximately 36.2 million pieces, while the 1994 issue had about 26.14 million and the 1995 issue about 16.53 million. Later years often had much smaller production numbers, especially coins made primarily for annual collector sets. This is important for collectors. Not every 5 SK coin is equally common. A heavily circulated coin from a high mintage year can be relatively easy to find, while some later dates or special quality examples can be considerably scarcer. However, collectors should remember that mintage alone does not determine value. Condition, rarity, demand, varieties, and the quality of the individual coin all matter. The end of the Slovak Koruna. The story of the 5SK coin eventually reached its final chapter when Slovakia joined the euro area. The Slovak Koruna remained the country's currency until the end of 2008. On January 1, 2009, Slovakia adopted the euro. This marked the end of the Slovak Koruna era and transformed coins like the 5SK from everyday money into pieces of monetary history. The old Slovak circulation coins could still be exchanged for euros for a limited period. According to the National Bank of Slovakia, the final deadline for exchanging Slovak circulation coins was January 2, 2014. Today, the 5SK coin is no longer legal tender, but it remains an attractive collectible. Why collectors like this coin? The real appeal of the 5SK coin is not simply its denomination. It tells a story across thousands of years. On one side, we see the modern Slovak Republic, a country that emerged as an independent state in 1993. On the other side, we see an artistic representation of ancient Celtic coinage and the famous name Biatec. That makes the coin a small historical bridge between ancient Central Europe and modern Slovakia. For collectors, it can also be an excellent example of how national coin designers use historical objects and archaeological discoveries to create a sense of identity. Final thoughts. So, the next time you see a Slovak 5 Korun, or 5SK coin, don't think of it as just an old piece of metal. Think about the history behind it. Think about the creation of the Slovak Republic in 1993. Think about the centuries of history represented by the Celtic horseman. Think about the skilled work of designer Drahomir Zobek and the historic Kremnica Mint. And finally, remember that this coin was once ordinary spending money in Slovakia before the country entered the euro era in 2009. The 5SK coin may be small, but its story is much bigger.